Now, don't tell you this lightly. I don't say any of this lightly, but I'm begging you just to let go. What do I even mean by let go? Stop trying so hard. Stop fighting against this reality. Stop trying to make the thing that you want to happen, happen. And it will start to be. When you finally surrender, when you finally let go, you realize that the only thing that ever hurt you was the emotional turmoil trapped inside your body. Your body is wanting to find balance and wanting to find freedom so you can just walk through life with ease. Yes, you are going to face uncomfortable moments in life, but as you let go, you realize that as that feeling leaves, ideas, solutions, inspiration can always come up. Well, how many of you have been fighting something for years, fighting to save your marriage, trying to do this? There was an interesting thing that Tony Robbins once did with a young woman who said, I've been trying to save my marriage for years. And he said, try and pick up the chair. So she goes to grab it. And he says, no, don't pick it up. I said, try and pick it up. She said, no, you put it down. She says, try and pick it up. And she picks it up. He says, no, you're picking it up. Put it back down and try and pick it up. And she's getting more and more frustrated. But this is the key. Trying, forcing. Do you see the whole energy of trying and pushing goes against solutions? You either pick it up or you don't. You either make it happen or you don't. When we fight, we get into limbo. You've spoken about biblically and spiritually, this place of limbo. And that's where you are when you're not in the sort of relaxation of the desired outcome actually expressing. Limbo is the worst place to be. So let go of the need for the thing that you want, and then you're already aligned to it being so. So you want to become more abundant. You want to become healthier. You want to become freer. You want a happier marriage. Let go of all of your concepts of what that must be and start to just find the present moment. When you become alive to life in the present moment and you finally let go and you start to let that divine intelligence that is God, that works through this ever-present moment, guide you, you'll start to notice that your marriage, your business, your body, and everything starts to improve because you're no longer trying. You're no longer going against life. You see, as you try and push, you go upstream. The law of least effort represents everything in life. You see, your brain also tries to find the simplest way. So if it's been speaking negatively to itself a lot, it's going to naturally go to negativity because it takes the least amount of energy. Everything in this universe tries to do the simplest thing that takes the least amount of energy. So as you stop trying to elevate yourself or raise your vibration or do all these other spiritual pourquois that don't actually do anything really, you start to realize that the elevated emotion that you wanted, the higher vibration that you wanted, was when you let go of the things that are pulling you down. This is the key. The only thing stopping you from elevating yourself spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, abundantly, in all ways, is the stuff that's holding you back. Nothing is needed to be added. You see, the divine doesn't need anything added to it. Remember, God said it, I am the giver and the gift, I'm the Alpha and the Omega, I am all things. So how do I add anything to something that is everything? I cannot. So actually I realize then, I must be carrying the things that are holding me back. I must be the reason that I'm not connected to God. I must be the reason that I'm not elevated and joyful all the time. It comes from me, not from circumstance. Circumstance is what it is. Without me getting involved with it, it's just a situation. But when I emotionally get involved and I let it pass through all my preferences of what I do and don't want, now there is tension there. But as you learn to observe yourself, detach back and let emotions go, you realize that nothing inherently holds tension except you. You, my friend. You are the only one, and I'm talking about me too. And I still do it, but I do it a lot less. And so what's happened is life has become a lot more gentle, and things that seem to bother me don't bother me anymore. But interestingly enough, solutions seem to arise out of those things because you start to relax and you start to align to the natural flow of life. You see, there's a flow of life, my friends. There's a flow in nature. There's a flow in this universe. There are laws and orders, and they all need to be abided by. So as you relax and trust in that law and order that seem to work out so beautifully to bring you into this life without you having any conscious involvement in it, you realize I need to stop having so much involvement in other things in my life. I need to actually get out the way. Most people, 99% of people that I've worked with, heal because they finally let go and trust their body. Other people, their businesses start to expand and explode because they let go and start to trust in God's guidance. And people who are looking to save their marriages finally let go of the character they've been holding of their partner in their mind, and they suddenly start to realize they don't need to be anything for me to be happy, and they just start to become happy. And what happens? That energy is intoxicating, so the partner becomes happy. Then they connect in the happiness. Oh my gosh, does it become more beautiful? So as you let go of what you think life should do, and you start to just praise and claim guidance and love through the grace of God, now your body, now your life can become that thing too, and you can start to see it express. There is a wonderful place where you are just alive to life without the need for anything to happen now for you to feel better, where things just seem to work out. Now, I have not forced or pushed anything within my business or within my life for a long time, and it just keeps growing. You see, the nature of the universe is expansiveness. The nature of God is expansiveness. If we even look back at this idea of a singularity exploding into experience, you can place God into that singularity, and it's constantly expanding. So you can even look at the greater universe and see that it's expanding beyond our wildest idea, and that's what life wants to do through you. But it's your resistance and your need for life to be a certain way that holds it in a cage. So as you let go emotionally, let go of so many preferences of what should be, you will find freedom, ease and flow. So I'm begging you to let go. Have a great day, guys. Thanks.